We're gonna find a way.
We're gonna find a way indeed, and we will witness who's gonna find a way into the lower bracket final, as here is the first game of day 2. It is XlorD versus HawK. It is a rematch again from DreamHack, where we got these guys already in the semifinal, if I'm not mistaken, and HawK looked pretty hot, but then XlorD was there to defeat him. It is also a rematch from DreamHack Summer, where HawK defeated XlorD in the group stage, and that was a big surprise. And not only do people contribute to W3 champions, but also to us, because we have 2 donations. WC3 with 10 euros. Keep it up, gentlemen. Absolutely lovely from you. Greetings to Sweden. And Petty with 40 euros for Reno. Okay, we will relegate that. No problem at all.
All right, gonna write that down.
Yep, write
Plus
that down.
40. All right, there we go.
We got everything covered. So, I have the overlay almost ready. We got our 2 players here at the tail of the tape. Germany versus Russia. Who will join the Russian and the Swede in the final 3? Our first map is Last Refuge, and that's where we're going right now.
All right. We have XlorD, the German undead, the Meister, spawning at the top right, and HawK. What's his nickname? Do we have a nickname for him?
Not really. After all these years.
The Russian beast? He is kind of a beast. I don't know. Certainly has been looking really strong lately. For a while there, it was Blade taking the spotlight away from him. But HawK once again looked like the best European human, and is trying to prove that here. We're starting off with absolutely standard as standard can be builds, with XlorD going for the DK Fiends. HawK, on the other hand, going for the AM, most likely expansion. So, no Cryptlord shenanigans here, as the teammate Juan did before.
Indeed. XlorD yesterday was complaining on Twitter a little bit. He said, okay, cool. Undead has 3 weak matchups now. This is interesting. And oh boy, look at this. The Footman rallying the Murlocs to the High Priest. So XlorD taking a little bit more damage, but I guess damage controlled kind of well. Replenishment potion for him. Rod of Necromancy on 3 charges. How much damage can he do in the initial harass?
Wants to get that Watcher Elemental. Does get it indeed. But still pretty far away from level 2. And the DK used a lot of mana already. So pretty much only 1 coil remaining. Meaning he needs the Ogre Magi to get the level up here potentially. XlorD, like previously, was hoping for the Wand of Illusion to pull the Mercamp in, be as annoying as possible, but only a 33% chance. This time he doesn't hit it. Dude, the other day was Carson pointing out to me that it's a 33% chance on Wand of Illusion here. I was like, what, 33? Isn't it 25? He's like, yeah, normally, but here the drops are changed and there's no lightning shield anymore. And I was like, oh my god, you're right. I didn't even realize that for so many years. XlorD comes in, gets the last hit on the Trapper, but not on the Ogre Magi, so still not level 2. Needs 1 more Peasant for the level up, thanks to the Replenish. He did get a little bit more mana, so there's going to be another coil here soon. HawK's Expo creep here definitely delayed a little bit. XlorD being as annoying as he possibly can be, one of his favorite moves. This last hit on the Ogre Magi is going to be a big deal.
Oh, can he go for it? There is mana, but he's above the 100 threshold. Oh, didn't get it right. He threw the coil a little too early. Now his DK is very, very low. Might be getting surrounded here. This is so much damage. This is way too much damage for XlorD. And HawK with a very stable early game.
Yeah, expansion here was delayed for HawK, but he has lots of peasants still alive. There's 8 lumber peasants in the main, and 5 still at the expansion. The DK now quite hurt indeed. Also very few coils. Skeletons and Fiends perhaps might be able to do something here. But it's looking okay-ish for HawK, I guess.
I definitely agree. A little bit of damage for the tower and for the workers, but the DK, what can he really do? He's waiting for another coil. There is a Wand of Illusion now. Oh, XlorD, this might be a trap here, though. Oh, no. The troll is blocking it. Well done by HawK, realizing this immediately. And the item still up for him, and the TP gone. And the rest of the army is gone as well. This looks like you're paying for map number 1. But that's fine because we got 3 new subs here. Promised is gifting a sub to Helpstone, who is an amazing contributor to the scene at the moment. Low Keybury for the 6 month and Nase for 5 month. Much love. And if I see that correctly, we have a new contribution to the Matcherino prize pool as well. Let me check that real quick and refresh that page real quick. We got $2 by NanoNemo, $2 by ONGS, $10 by ArcSaber. Where is the B2W OnlyFans? Yeah, Remo, where is it finally? And Sarah Baku with $15. Awesome. Love the War 3 community. So we're close to 380 now.
Great job, guys. Great job indeed. HawK here almost managed to get level 3. He's so damn close. Only needs one more skeleton to finally manage to achieve that level up. Tier 2 tech has started. It feels like he could have gone for that a little bit sooner, but it comes out at pretty much the normal time when the undead goes tier 3. AM now reaches level 3 with lots of mana, by the way. So there's going to be lots of water elementals being spammed. It's going to be hard for XlorD here to find a lot of damage before statues are out. But statues will be coming in very, very soon. XlorD is definitely stabilizing here somewhat. HawK there lost a little bit more, especially on the footy side, than he would have liked. Trying to get that shop up to the left. But there's nothing protecting his peasants, really. If that arcane tower falls, economy could be in trouble.
Yeah, I think XlorD will step back a little bit to get a Dark Ranger soon. And until then, uses the Nova, though. HawK's defense is ready. Trying to get the first. The shop has been cancelled. That's very, very big. The coil arrives in time. The DK still so careful with his movement, never getting too close to water elementals. Good control with that. Now, Skeletons putting pressure on the footmen. Fiends have to retreat. Hectic mid-game for both of the players.
Yeah, definitely a little painfully for HawK, losing plenty of footies. Oh, now a Fiend goes down. That one wasn't microed back. Perhaps a mistake there because XlorD was busy with his own Fiend, or his other Fiend, I should say, going back towards the main. If the AM could snipe that one, that would be tremendous. In the meantime, more peasants, more footies going down. But there is enough lumber income still. There are enough peasants still to keep this expansion safe. Looks like a better trade for HawK, especially if he gets that Fiend in the main. And he does snipe it.
Wow.
AM almost 3.5 now. And HawK holds, soon to start as a Mountain King.
Wow. Still no level 3 DK. Lich didn't get anything really. Shop is up. Can't really make use of it so far. But the tier 3 power spike of XlorD is definitely flattened with the Rain of Fire being weakened. So XlorD probably going Dark Ranger now. Levels not on par. 2 Fiends is a lot of missing damage. How is he getting down here? This?
Could be painful, but okay. Black Citadel finishes. XlorD was very greedy here, not going for that narrow tower, but seems to be working out okay in the end. Footy numbers for HawK still pretty low. He has to keep on remaking them, and especially wait for the Mountain King to come out. Once he has Stormbolt, he's going to have a lot better chance of dealing with this pressure. MK is coming, Sanctum is coming, Tier 3 is coming. Sanctum surprises me. HawK has been playing a lot recently. Double Workshop, double Barracks. I think that's really cool. Oh, but look at that surrounding DK. Suddenly those 3 footies coming out of nowhere. There's no Nova to get him out of this either. This DK doesn't have a TP anymore, remember? And this should just be a kill. He levels up as well at the worst time.
That's
and
bad.
That is HawK taking a great position in this game.
Absolutely. Pretty much from the get-go, he was in decent control, but now with the level 3 kill for pretty much no investment. He didn't lose a unit. He did, yeah, okay, he used a charge of a Wand of Illusion. That's all it did. It is so expensive for XlorD now to get the DK back. Can't really go for the Dark Ranger. He's going not for the altar yet. Probably waiting until he has the resources for the Tavern Revive.
I was level 3 hero, so it is quite expensive. It's like 580 gold or something like that. Finds a big mana potion. Hello, it's gonna be very welcome.
Oh, DK is right here. He knew it exactly that this would be coming.
He's surrounded again.
Another surround thanks to the Stormbolt. It was the perfect moment for this MK. He knew it. Got the Stormbolt out. Hammer time. Bye bye.
I think I'm gonna make a mark here on my sheet real quick. It's looking pretty good now for HawK. Yep, that's it. GG. 1-0 for the Russian.
Oh boy, what a start into this series. HawK with 3 traps pretty much. And XlorD fell for every single one of them.
Yeah, especially losing that DK at the expansion was certainly a little sloppy, but sometimes, you know, you're not looking. You're sending something else back. But HawK played a good game there. It wasn't exactly flawless. I think some losses could have been minimized, but HawK has become so good over time at adjusting to all the headaches that Undead can throw at you. He always can survive, and he can hold on until the late game. In that game, he didn't even have to rely on his tier 3. Just Mountain King Stormbolts around. Boom, there we go.
In a very good fashion, though. That was extremely well done. Okay, so with that, XlorD facing elimination. Lots of pressure on the German now. He wants this rematch against Happy in the grand final for sure. But first of all, Happy has to get there, as he will be facing Lil DC. Last time he was facing XlorD, so we could actually get the same grand final. But for that, XlorD has to step up his game quite a bit. Whew. Also, like mentally, not easy to come back from this. When, you know, usually on a normal day, you wouldn't fall for these traps. Not even once.
Yeah, I still think LR is one of the better human maps, as long as there's no Wand of Illusion stuff happening early on. Usually the human there can set up his expansion pretty well. Northern Isles, the next map, can be a very different story. DK creeping to level 2 with the 2 green camps and then coming in with Skeleton Harass. We have seen it eviscerate human economies multiple times over the months. But with the most recent Skeleton nerf, that has definitely been weakened quite a bit. Not just that harass, but also the creep speed as which the DK can reach level 2. That Rod of Necromancy nerf has definitely been felt by all the undeads in all the matchups, even though it was just supposed to be relevant in this one. It's definitely noticeable everywhere. I know XlorD has been very vocal about that. He certainly doesn't like it very much. I think he might be playing with a bit of anger in his tummy here today.
Yeah, definitely feels like it after yesterday. But alright, that's the first $25 by Back to Warcraft by Mr. Remo to the prize pool. Good start. My idea is paying off really well. I was hoping you would match me and then I'm gonna lose every single game and you pay for everything, my dear. Just like on Valentine's Day.
Look at Neo. He's like manipulating me over here as if we were in a David Lynch movie or something. What the hell is happening?
Thank you, Tobias Zienthofer, for the $2 contribution. Much love for that. Every single tiny little contribution counts. It's amazing. Thank you very much, Dune King DR, for the €10 donation to our channel. Great work, guys. Much love.
Thank you. Are you picking DC or Happy later?
Well, I guess I had the call on this game, so you have the first call on the next one.
I mean, I'd love to go with DC. I love that guy, but he's playing against the best Undead vs. Night Elf player in the world, and it's not even close.
Maybe for that game we have to give ourselves some odds or something.
Hell no, bro. Didn't give me any odds here.
Well, it's a 50-50 match. I don't know what you're talking about. HawK has the lead. And a very nice idea. Very out-of-the-box moves that usually we don't see too often in competitive Warcraft. But here, it all worked out well for him. Let's see how Northern Isles goes. The map for the Undeads. Before the patch. Here we are. XlorD in the bottom left. Could be a very quick day for him today. First match only, what was it? 10 minutes, 12 minutes or so. Usually we love our Undead Orc more when it goes a little longer. So give me that 25, 30, 35 minute match.
Yeah, usually the way this matchup is played is kind of predictable, at least if it's a DK standard Fiend player, which XlorD now certainly is again. Human fast expands, Undead tries to pressure, and tries to make or break the game right there. With 50 supply, maybe 60 supply, with a tier 3 push. I am hoping, and have been hoping, that this matchup would transition more into a 2-base meta. Kind of like Night Elf versus Human, you know, where the human fast expands, Night Elf counter expands at a later point. But some Undeads out there think that that is not feasible, as Undead late game counter expansion passive play doesn't work, as they are too afraid of what the human 80 supply with high hero levels can bring to the table, and XlorD is definitely one of them. XlorD feels he cannot counter expand. Some Undeads disagree with that, like Michael and 120 especially in Asia. But yeah, so we pretty much know what XlorD's gonna play. He's gonna play harass early and then come on in with a push towards the expansion. That was successful against Todd before, but now HawK showed on the first map that he can absolutely hold on against that.
True. Yeah, but Remo, you know, the patch is very, very fresh. Just wait for the meta to settle. Maybe they find the right approaches.
I was texting with Todd today on Discord for, I think, like 40 minutes or something.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Was that why you were late to the broadcast?
No, that was a little earlier. Discussions were had. Let's put it that way. Love the footy usage here early on by HawK, putting in some damage on the DK, and already we see the increased cooldown of Rod of Necromancy. The thing is, it's not that noticeable when you go for the second round of Rod, but when you go for the third and the fourth round, every time, of course, 4 seconds get added onto it, it becomes really noticeable.
Yeah, I played some ladder for the first time since the patch, and I think it's very noticeable pretty much right from the start. Maybe it's my low level, but I can definitely feel it.
Yeah, it is absolutely quite noticeable. Still don't think that is really the right way to approach the balance thing, because this affects everything. Oh, but here comes the surround by XlorD. For 1 second, HawK wasn't paying attention. Oh, footy kind of slips out. At least forces another coil here to drain more mana out of the DK. And the AM creeps up the natural for free. This is pretty much how Northern Isles almost always looks nowadays. Yeah. The Undead doesn't go harassing while the camp is being crept, but comes in when the militia are erecting the expansion, which is when they are the most vulnerable. But HawK is setting up a little bit of a block over here, which is going to make it harder to attack these peasants.
Ooh, the blade block. I like it. We have a very good inventory for HawK as well. He definitely can't complain about this one. Circlet Pendant creeping kind of safe by luring these Murlocs out. Will not get level 3 before the XlorD attack. So we do have 4 skeletons instead of 6. We do have 2 coils pretty much. Oh, the block. Okay, block is working.
Also the militia call. HawK calling 2 militia from the main already to have a little bit more damage and peasant replacements. The block in front is looking really good. The block in the back, not that amazing. If you place the tower perfectly further to the trees, you can block both entrances perfectly indeed. But so far only 1 peasant died. That's still not the end of the world. Another peasant will be falling. So 2 peasants lost. But 2 peasants lost! That's great!
Exactly. Get 3 more charges on the Rod of Necromancy that the Fiend brought with the backpack upgrade. With that attack a little delayed, of course. But creeping can continue. Harass can maybe continue, as there are a couple of corpses now. HawK is not wasting too much time. Aiming for the level 3 here while under attack. So Footmen are cleaning this, while the Archmage goes for the defend. But yeah, this is more peasant falling.
You can remake them though at the expansion now. It's already finished, and HawK will certainly need to do that as well. The DK is losing a lot of mana over here. He is willingly staying at 0 mana for a long time for a single peasant kill over here. Liking HawK's position here, truly. He's got lots of lumber peasants in the main soon. He's got 6, which is... no, there's more. Okay, there's 7. And then he can start teching in just a moment.
Okay, don't get any fiends surrounded here. That was one of the worst parts of the mid-game for XlorD on Last Refuge. Expo up, tower up. With that, skeleton's easier to deal with. Tech immediately. Would love to have like a timer or some records how much faster the human tech on average is these days. Because from the couple of games that we've seen yesterday and today, it feels like it's a lot faster than before. Especially on maps like Northern Isles.
XlorD falling back. He knows he didn't really do enough damage. thinking to himself right now that goddamn lot of necromancy. I can't believe it. God, what did they do to Undead?
And the 10 HP on the peasants, don't forget about that.
10 HP on the peasants. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
I heard Cruncher is also complaining about the most recent changes, even against Undead. It just, in general, it seemed like everyone's complaining at the moment, with the exception of Orcs. That's just, I guess, what happens when someone gets nerfed a little bit.
Spiral is definitely complaining. We don't know about what yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Probably about beetles. More HP? Are you crazy?
Thank you, Peepo, for the Prime sub. Okay, next
will be coming out here soon, and then it's going to be a lot more sustain for XlorD. This is usually the time when you want to have defend coming in, and indeed it is. It's going to be finished here very soon. Shop coming, towers coming. That region scroll might be a big help, but towers are still far, far from finished. This is an opening for XlorD.
We have boots on the Archmage, by the way. That's also not too common. All right, Nova, how many units can he kill? How much damage can he do to the economy? That's number one. Fiend gets coiled. That's the last one. Of course, Nova is still there, at least this one. But Fiends are already very hurt. No statue here yet. It feels like XlorD needs to get this kill. He did a lot of damage, but he didn't kill too much.
He wants these kills now, certainly.
One,
Arcane
two.
Tower. Could be microing a little bit better here, but
three.
Tower repair. Lots of repair.
Oh yeah, that was good.
So cancelled though.
Okay, 3 kills.
And as good as HawK is with so many things in the game, I feel like his building placement at the expansion is never that good that he's protecting the towers very well with it.
You know, Remo, I'm one of the best tower defense players in the world. Maybe I should do a boot camp with him.
Yeah, the way we've seen it from Infi, for example, in the past, the best is always if the Arcane Vault and the Blacksmith create a wall in front, and then there's towers behind that wall at a range that the Fiends can't really attack, or very barely attack. But these towers are fairly easy to attack at the moment, as we don't have a Blacksmith yet. Tier 3 starting, MK is coming, Sanctum again by HawK. So once more, not the double Workshop, double Rax play.
Okay. XlorD again struggles with the level 3, not putting too much focus on the DK progress, of course, as you rarely do. Rather want more damage. Sustain is here. Fiends looking good. Mana, not so much. But how many towers? 1 up, 3 in the works. Expansion, 2 scout towers. Tier 3, Mountain King out now. Could be a surprise for the Lich, but that was calculated pretty well.
Mountain King coming in, no coils anymore, and that could be a Lich kill here indeed.
No, I take
TP transfer.
everything back. That wasn't calculated well.
And now comes the Ghoul with the orb. Well, the intended recipient has unfortunately been delayed.
Oh, baby. That looks like we don't get the same final as in Season 2. Looks like XlorD might be eliminated in the round of 4 here.
It's definitely not over yet. The Undead will still get to tier 3 sooner or later, and then with Triple Hero, the Undead will still be strong. No matter how good of an early game you have as human, you have to get ready for that point.
Pitlord!
Pitlord is coming in, yeah.
Changes it up pretty big compared to yesterday when we saw Dark Ranger against this. Fiend gotta be careful. I don't think we have Burrow yet. Oh, we do. DK finds himself almost in a surround again. Mountain King drops to 50%, so is the DK, so is the Fiend. Pitlord trying to get one more kill here, and he does.
A player's forces are under attack.
One more Stormbolt. Trying to use it on the DK to force the TP out. Or the Lich to get the kill. Oh, nice Nova.
Yeah, good control. Now, there's Burrow. Orb of Corruption, not on the Lich. It's not the greatest thing, of course. Potion on cooldown. So second potion for the MK.
There's no Workshop yet, by the way. Destroyers could be really strong here. Not sure if he has the upgrade yet.
Yes, he does.
Only now comes the Workshop. Man, that's late. Destroyers have a big window here.
Yeah, will we see this little strategic dance again, where it's of course always destroyers versus gyros, then versus number of fiends, and how heavily are you focusing on ground? Because gyros could be useless if there's no destroyers, but you need a good ground army as well. It's kind of an interesting dynamic in this matchup at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I really like the previous build that HawK showed with the double racks, double workshop. And you can always go into whatever you need. Breakers really don't do much at the moment. With their newly decreased armor, they've become a little bit weaker. But they're supposed to buy that time until tier 3 is coming. Which I guess now is their purpose. With the Orb of Fire, there's a good bit of healing being reduced here. And off we go, destroyers being morphed and no anti-air against them right now.
Okay, let's see if we can slaughter this knight. There's a lot of focus, of course, on that expensive unit. We do have a staff, we do have Holy Light. One fiend is already down, second fiend is falling as well. Don't like that engagement here too much. Focus Fire switches to the Paladin, who's out of that fight for a little bit. Burrow's been used. Invo push on the DK to stay a little bit longer. There's once again no call. There's the Holy Light, there's a TP this time. And XlorD gets out, but HawK didn't lose too much. Did he lose anything?
That was an easy defense for HawK, honestly. He didn't even need the militia from the main, which he could have called 7 of easily as well. Big problem there was the Lich dying earlier. He didn't have Frost Armor to deal with the Knights there coming in, and Frost Armor was desperately required. Also, XlorD didn't have 2 statues in the fight. He morphed one Destroyer, and the other statue was forced out of the engagement. That, along with the fact that the DK wasn't level 4 and the Lich wasn't level 2, suddenly that was a really easy defense for HawK.
Okay. Thank you, Randius, for 20-month resub. Mana Stone and Subi Mask. We all love the undead spells. Well, the humans, I guess, don't. And if you're on the receiving end, you don't. But if you're an undead, you love the spells. And with these items, you can dash them out a lot better. Nothing really too great in the marketplace. Maybe a mantle, but it's kind of short on resources anyway.
XlorD is morphing all the statues. No more statues on the ground, no more sustain. This is pretty much all in, and he has to do critical damage here very fast indeed. Mana is so low on him as well, aside from the Mana Stone and Sobi Mask, but it's kind of only usable on one hero. TP in by HawK. Needs to call Militia here as well.
Police not coming yet. Lots of fiends. Abomination maybe a little mispositioned. There's 2 gyro kills. Pressure. Oh, Spellbreaker. Good movement with the Fiend and the Skeleton and the Pit Lord. Free kill. Oh no, and then he messes up the Focus Fire.
HawK's starting to make a few sloppy mistakes over here. He shouldn't have TP'd there. He could have run. He wasn't so far away. And again, Militia are needed.
A little too cheap for that. Wonder how effective this Pit Lord still is. He's of course a nice tank against Breaker's Knights, but I haven't seen a single Rain of Fire after the initial one. Now there's no Arcane anymore. Maybe that does help.
Here we have the Frost Armor now. That makes a big difference going up against these fiends. Water Elementals being summoned, but the Destroyers are still in the air. The Gyros that were lost earlier now definitely hurt. We finally have Flak Cannons finished, but so few Gyros only. Knights being focused one after the next. The Mana Stone is used. That's so many more coils now for XlorD. Crucially important.
Okay. Since another coil. 1 Destroyer already down. 2 and 3 about to fall. That's number 2. Ay. The Gyros are chasing. That should be another kill here as the coil is so far away. Disease Cloud is working over time, so I guess XlorD takes the ground. HawK takes the air.
One more time. HawK is trying to with the expansion here for more reinforcements. XlorD took a good fight here, certainly. Waiting for more knights, something. Now finally come the Militia. Man, they seem to be late to the party.
Yep, and that Rain of Fire hit really well. He has to switch out of Gyros into something on the ground now. XlorD with the coil, 2 units hurt, that Fiend included. Level 4 for the DK. Crazy tug of war between them. XlorD pushing relentlessly, but will HawK crumble?
Alright, Mana's dropping low. Barely any coils left. Was HawK gonna focus here? Going for the DK doesn't seem very wise. Fiend's perhaps the better choice, and he does. But so low on Knights, so low on Gyros. Once XlorD has like 1 or 2 statues coming back in, this might be his game still.
There is one now. Pit Lord almost surrounded there. Gotta be careful. One more coil available. This Sobi mask is paying off big time. Stormbolt on the DK. Oh. Invo potion on the Mountain King about to fall. These are very, very decisive moments. HawK is looking for one hero kill after the next. There's another Invo potion. Does he have the time? Oh. Yes, he does. Holy Light coming in aggressively, but I think that's the time for XlorD to say bye-bye from this position. The Pit Lord is... No.
Oh my God.
Sets back in. The Knight gets the last hit. A little bit of a micro mistake. Knight is getting punished for it. Okay. HawK down to 46.
Paladin still healing up at the main with the staff. Gonna take a little while. And XlorD still super strong. He lost the Pit Lord, yes, but Pit Lord is pretty much expendable. It's about the DK and the Lich, and now the statue's back on the field. MK level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, when you come in with the defense at the expansion, it's crucial to bring everything that you can. Buy as much time as you can. Don't lose gyros, don't lose breakers, and then come in with everything, including the militia. HawK, I think he felt a little too safe in this game, a little too complacent, and XlorD punished him for it. It's not over yet, but it's looking horrible for HawK now.
Like this one move by XlorD sent the Abomination into the peasant line. Ghoul to finish things off, so the A-bomb is back into the fight. Burrow, so the Fiend doesn't get killed as well. XlorD feels like he's getting better and better into the game. The micro looks a little crisper if he's not getting surrounded here somewhere. There's a coil now, needs it for this focus fire. Of course, not the greatest region thanks to the Orb of Fire, but for the Lich, it's definitely enough.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pit Lord, when he died, was level 3, so it's still taking a while. Oh my god, that one Fiend. He's gonna get it, just barely. And a second one as well. 2 Fiend kills going HawK's way. Maybe he is stabilizing here still. A few ghouls always being sent in against the peasants. Very smart. This game is still on the edge. Who's gonna take the lead here? If XlorD falls back, he's allowing too much production for HawK, so XlorD has to stay here.
Yeah, absolutely. Fiend's a little out of position. Maybe HawK constantly at the shop. Whenever there's a potion, he gets it. Divine Shield a little premature, maybe. But XlorD's forces, where are they? 43 supply only. Again a coil, but again Orb of Fire. This Lich might go down. This Lich actually is go down. And maybe XlorD with him.
That is the big kill here that HawK needed. Even with losing so much in between, peasants, towers, everything, production, economy, HawK holds on. Once again, he holds on just barely enough to save himself into the late game. And now, he's got 4 3-3 heroes.
Yeah.
As long as he can get a big supply count up, he will have that powerful late game human army.
Huge XP swing as well in favor of HawK, of course, with that Pit Lord kill, with that Lich kill. Ooh, boy. Seems like HawK is spending a lot more time in upkeep, and he didn't mine too much off of that base yet. So economically, it's looking decent for XlorD. Given the fact that he's up against this expansion for like what? 12 minutes or so.
Yeah, there's definitely still a chance here for the Lord. Ooh, the expansion is completely unprotected. It's going to be another peasant slaughter. There's no TP on HawK, so he's going to have to walk back here. It's going to take a while. Claws plus 12 for the AM is okay, but not the big aura he was hoping for.
Ooh, the cleave could hit hard here now. Schwupp! And level 4 Lich. How much does he have to pay for that as HawK is coming back? Good mana. Again, going for the Fiends immediately. 1 destroyer, 2 destroyers up. Gyro's caught on the Fiends for now. He's trying to go for hero kill, but the Paladin is there to the rescue.
Level 2 Holy Light helping out so much more right now. The DK in trouble, almost getting surrounded here. Doesn't have Death Pact, has to run away, trying to make it to the shop. Stormbolt cooling down. Can he get the Involt TP? Dodges the Stormbolt with that TP. But the rest of the army is super far away.
Yep.
The other forces are stranded.
Uh-oh, no Unholy Aura for them. And Slow is kicking in as the Destroyer is gone. Of course, can't dispel against it. This is a horrible situation for XlorD. Can't really nuke, can't heal, can't run away. What can he do?
Trying to keep at least the heroes alive. Decent anti-surround right there. The DK's coming back with 1 or 2 coils maybe. Uses the one there on the Pit Lord, but no more destroyers. That Sorceress helping out so much right now. Once you have air superiority, the slow can help a lot. But still, it's not over yet. Mains expiring soon.
Supply lead
Excellent,
is
it's down to 36 though, yeah.
Supply lead is growing big time here. Yeah. Gets a Talisman of Evasion. Okay. For the Pit Lord, I guess. But that's about it. Mains, 1,000 gold remaining. 1,200 here. 2,200 still from HawK. Shows you how many losses he was taking on Peasants. So, 5, 4, close to 4. On XlorD. Are his hero levels making a difference? He gets the Potion of Greater Mana. He can't really complain about items.
5, 4, 3 now. Very strong here, how we're seeing HawK. Never quite manages to get up to 70, maybe 80 supply, but at this point, even the heroes plus the somewhat smaller army are doing a great job for HawK. Does he have no lumber peasants, by the way?
Players' forces
He actually
are under
doesn't.
attack.
Wow.
Okay.
That's something he might notice later, but he's still got tons of lumber left from the early game, so not an issue right now.
Ah.
Pit Lord. Uh-oh, what's he doing here?
He's getting stormbolted. I guess he's not getting surrounded. He's in range with the Unholy Aura. And okay, not worth it. There's still the bottom right red spot, which might help. But shop control for HawK now with the heal scroll, interestingly. And the invul and the second heal scroll. Investing a ton.
Yeah, needs to make sure these heroes here are safe, and then HawK knows he's in a good position. I like the heal potion on the AM a lot. That's oftentimes enough time to, you know, buy time for the next Holy Light. So off we go. Next fight coming in. Nova, Rain of Fire against the Knights is doing a lot of damage. That's why
Okay.
we have the heal scroll.
Wasn't expecting this. There's the info potion on the DK, but he finds himself in a surround. Has to go for it. He's kind of trapped there, trying to wiggle his way through. Kills the knight, is focused. Oh, he wanted to surround with the illusions. Doesn't really work, but he might get 2 of these abomination. Definitely on the silver platter here for him, as the knight damage is increasing. Once again, they're catching quite some damage. Maybe it is a better position for XlorD with that little choke here, but the Pit Lord cut off from the rest of the army. 1 coil, that's it.
Suddenly, Water Elemental strong again, as there's no destroyers anymore. None can be more thanks to the gyros. Hunting for these hero kills, going for the DK now. Is that enough damage with the Holy Light almost? Slow on the hero, bash on the hero, and the DK falls! Level 4 Paladin. The aura missing now for the undead. This very much looks like the game. He has plenty of Holy Lights left. That Sorceress with the slow is owning this late game. And owning XlorD out of the tournament.
Yep, our silver medalist of DreamHack Fall and Season 2 of W3 Champions will be eliminated here. HawK showing again that he's a force to be reckoned with at the moment. Please buff Human Blizzard. GG. Yep, more and more whining after these games. We've seen it yesterday as well. XlorD not happy with the patch, but HawK can be pretty satisfied with his performance here, making it into the top 3.
Post-patch manners, eh? Yeah, XlorD not satisfied with what occurred there. HawK, great performance though. Once again, having really good games and oftentimes also chaotic games, stressful games, but HawK always knows what the next step to do is. Makes it to the top 3, which means we have 2 Russians in the top 3 and the big surprise from Sweden, Lildis.
Exactly. 1 human, 1 undead, 1 night elf. And with that, lower bracket semifinal gone. XlorD, of course, 4th place in the season 3. One of the 2 players who made it twice into the top 4. So he played a good tournament. But today, it wasn't the DreamHack XlorD. He's working again. No vacation. And maybe that shows. Definitely has to do with it. We got a $7.50 donation by Nightmare. It's good to be back. Thanks a lot for again partnering with the Hive Cup this year. Remo, do you want to tell the people about the Hive Cup?
Thank you very much, Nightmare. Yeah, at the Hive Cup there was a map contest going on, and the winners have been found. And for those winners, there's going to be a map contest cup happening soon, next month. When is it again? I think the 12th and the 13th of next month, with which I'm going to be casting. And yeah, we're going to check out some new maps then.
12th and 13th of next month?
Something like that.
Ah! That looks good so far, I think. Maybe. We'll see. We are here to celebrate W3 champions, and you can still contribute to the prize pool. We are aiming for a $4,000 funding here. That will be the prize pool for Season 3 that you're currently watching, and will also guarantee a Season 4 final if we make it to 4K. 2,000 for Season 3, 2,000 for Season 4, and if you are very, very generous and we make it to 4,500, then we even get 2-on-2 finals. So you can find the link in the chat. You can also go to Match Arena and type in the search W3 champions and just be as cool as so many before you, like Tobias, like Zerabako, like Arksaber, like Bai, like Noni, like Teggy, like Nem, Zimmertemperatur, Ninjin, Sin. Nobody is as cool as Side with a big $200 donation. So yeah. Help us out, make this big, make it 4K. If you don't want to spend your own money, there's still some Twitter quests up where you can generate funds with your Twitter account over here on the right-hand side. Follow Carhartt, for example, boom, 30 cents. Follow Alpha X, boom, 30 cents, and many, many more. This might be region locked, though. And yeah, Remo, 50 bucks from you, eh?
Hells yeah, bro. And counting.
And counting. We go into a little break and then we count on little DC to cause a little bit of an upset here. I would love to see that. XlorD, my man, eliminated. I'm going for little DC now, I guess. That would be the craziest surprise of the entire season tournament year. Maybe. Oh boy, we got two big contributions here as we get Herr Wusel with the 10 gifted subs. There's a get a double high five. And my call to arms was very successful, as you can see on the number here in the middle. We got the Manic Twig with the $50 donation, 3,131. That's a nice number, but don't hesitate to contribute to that. We go into a little break and then it's time for Happy vs. Little DC.